Story. Single dad played a piano melody. The CEO froze. Hearing the song her first love wrote for her, the room fell silent the moment his fingers touched the piano keys. No one expected the new music teacher, an exhausted-looking single dad with worn-out shoes and tired eyes, to play with such soul-shaking emotion. But the moment Evan began playing, conversations died mid-sentence, laughter faded, and even footsteps halted in the hallway. Because the melody he played wasn't just beautiful, it was haunting. It carried longing, heartbreak, and an unfinished story. And when a tall woman in a sharp navy suit stepped into the doorway, her expression freezing like she'd seen a ghost, everyone knew something was terribly, deeply personal about that song. Her name was Sophia Hale, the youngest CEO the school's foundation had ever had, and the most feared, confident, strict, and untouchable. But at that moment, her hands trembled, her breath hitched, because the melody echoing through the room was the one her first love wrote for her 12 years ago. The love she lost without ever getting closure. And now, standing at the back of a school auditorium, staring at the man she once vowed to spend her life with, Sophia felt her entire past rushing back. But for Evan, the song wasn't about her anymore. He played it for someone else, someone far smaller. His daughter Lila, sitting cross-legged on the front row, beaming with pride at her father's talent. She had begged him to play for Parents' Day even after the school bullies tried their best to embarrass him earlier, mocking his old clothes and teasing Lila for having a poor, nobody dad. They didn't know the truth that this nobody was once a rising composer who walked away from fame after heartbreak destroyed him. They only knew he was quiet, gentle, and easy to pick on. But Lila wasn't having it. She stood up for him in front of everyone, telling the bullies, "My dad's music makes people's hearts feel things. Yours just makes noise." That hurt. And it spread. Soon, half the class repeated it. Tension rose. Parents watched, teachers whispered, and Evan knew he needed to take control of the moment, not with anger, but with music. So he walked to the piano, sat down, closed his eyes, and let the past pour out of him. When he finished, the room stayed painfully silent, until the CEO finally stepped forward. "Evan," she whispered, her voice cracking as Lila tilted her head, confused. I didn't know you were here." Evan's jaw tightened. He hadn't seen Sophia since the night everything fell apart, when her wealthy family tore them apart, when she left without explanation, when he lost not just his first love, but his future. She approached slowly, tears forming, as the bullies watched with wide eyes. They had no idea the quiet new teacher they tried to break had once meant everything to a powerful CEO. The children whispered among themselves, "Why is she crying? Does she know him? Is this a movie?" Evan didn't answer her right away. He looked instead at Lila, who was holding onto his sleeve nervously. "It's okay," he whispered to his daughter. "I'm here." But Sophia wasn't letting the moment go. She knelt in front of Lila. "I'm Sophia. That song your dad played, it was written for me. But I don't know the version he played today. It felt different. It's mine," Lila said proudly. "Daddy said he changed the ending because life changed." Sophia closed her eyes as tears finally fell, and suddenly, everyone, bullies included, felt the weight of what they'd mocked. She stood and faced the students. "You all should know something," she said firmly. "This man is one of the most talented composers I've ever known. His music shaped my life, and you're lucky, incredibly lucky, to have him as your teacher." The bullies lowered their heads, shame replacing arrogance. One of them stepped forward. "Mr. Evan, we're sorry. We didn't know." Evan didn't humiliate them. He gently replied, "Sometimes people make fun of things they don't understand. The real strength is understanding how to grow." Then Sophia turned to him. "Can we talk, please?" He hesitated, but Lila tugged his hand. "Daddy, maybe you should." "She looks really sad." Outside, standing under the old oak tree near the playground, the past finally spilled out. Sophia confessed everything she'd never been allowed to say: how her family forced her to leave him, how she searched for him for years, how she wished she could undo everything. Evan listened silently, torn between old wounds and new responsibilities. "I'm not the same person," he finally said. "I'm a father now. My life is about her." Sophia nodded, tears falling. "I don't want to take anything from you. I just want a chance to be part of the music again, even if it's just helping Lila's school grow." For the first time in years, he saw sincerity, not the girl controlled by her family, not the CEO hardened by pressure, but the young woman he once loved. And something in him softened inside the auditorium. Students whispered as they watched the two adults return, standing side by side, peaceful. Even the bullies seemed changed, offering shy smiles instead of cruel jokes. Evan walked back to the piano, looked at Sophia, then at Lila, and said, "One more piece, this time, for healing." Sophia sat near Lila, who held her hand without hesitation, and as he played, the melody carried forgiveness, growth, and hope, something stronger than the past and brighter than heartbreak. By the time he finished, no one in the room doubted the truth. Some songs break you, some songs save you, but the rarest ones bring lost hearts home. And that day, in a simple school auditorium, a single dad, a powerful CEO, and a brave little girl proved that even after pain, betrayal, and years of silence, some melodies are written for second chances.